Writing a nested if statement can be cumbersome. It can cause you confusion on where to start the new condition, how many brackets to close, and where. If you read your formulas a few days later, then it can be difficult to understand too. One of the alternatives to nested if statements is the ifs statement. It gets you the same result and is easier to write too. Let's take a look. The data here shows the number of loyalty points that a few people have. We need to write a formula that displays their membership level. So to determine the membership points, we can look at the small table here. Anyone with more than or equal to 90,000 points is at platinum. Anyone with more than or equal to 60,000 but less than 90,000 is at gold, and so on. So let's write the formula. Ifs. The function asks for a pair of logical test and value if true. There are no value if false. So our first logical test would be if the value in cell B2, which is the membership points for the first person, are greater than or equal to F7 or 90,000. Fix the reference. For this logical test, if the value is true, then we return the result as platinum or cell E7. Fix the reference. As I press comma, it asks for the next logical test and the value if true. This is where the function becomes much simpler compared to nested if. We are not required to start another if statement, and subsequently, we will not need to worry about all the brackets that we need to close in the end. This time we can compare if the value in the cell B2 is greater than or equal to F8 or 60,000. Fix the reference. If that's true, then return gold or E8. Fix the reference. On to our next test. If the value in the cell B2 is greater than or equal to 30,000 or cell F9. Fix the reference. Then return silver or E9. Fix the reference. We come to our last condition. Now in this example, we have a clear condition that if the value is greater than 0, and we can write an expression for that. However, in case you have a scenario where the final condition is not clear, and if it is something like for all other values, then what do you do? In such cases, we will write the condition as true. Logical test returns either a true or a false. Therefore, for all other values, we will write true. This will tell ifs that if all the previous conditions have not resulted in a true, then assume the last condition as true and use the value if true given next to it. So once we write true, we move to value if true, and there we can select the cell E10 for the level base. Fix the reference. And unlike nested if, we only need to close one bracket. We can copy the formula, and the results are as expected. If you look at Amy Smith, her points are 81,000, which is more than 60,000, but less than 90,000. Therefore, her membership is gold. Ravi has more than 30,000, but less than 60,000 points. Therefore, his membership level is silver. Max only has 20,000 points. Therefore, he's at the base level. And Billy has more than 90,000 points. Therefore, the membership level is platinum. So that's how you use the ifs statement. You can also use the VLOOKUP with approximate match. The formula will be even shorter there, but it takes a little while to get comfortable with it. I will leave the link for the video in the description. You can check that out if you're interested. Thanks for watching. Until next time.